Hiya, it's Sean here. I feel like I haven't been here in a hot minute. I've been super swamped with work. We're preparing, I feel like I've said this once before, but we're preparing to go back to school in my school. Right now I'm building a modern Scandinavian. I got super inspired after seeing Deli's build. Did like Receipt built a, like her dream home or something. And it looked kind of like this, but I just got the vibes. I had to make sure the lot was in the right direction. But I've been super swamped with work. I literally just finished like a 45-minute presentation about how to properly wash your hands. Like, I'm sorry, but we already did this. Like, we went back once before. We went back probably before Christmas time, and we had to do these presentations. They didn't even change the presentation either for the February break. It's the exact same presentation that we've been getting for the same time, and we're doing it over again. And there's like this 20-minute video that I've watched probably 3 times. I watched it before school started, before I went back to hybrid, and now we're going back to hybrid again. So I'm watching it, guess what, yet again. Same exact teachers, no different lines. It's like, how many times are we going to keep doing this? So I just had Spanish, didn't even do any Spanish. We just watched these videos. And a lot of it's like, you need to wash your hands. Like, wash your hands. It's like, no way. Like, duh. Like, I understand, like, the importance of these videos and the importance of these presentations. But, like, we've been doing it, like, 3 times now. Like, I've seen these presentations 3 times. Like, we can stop at a certain point and just move on. This house was kind of out of my comfort zone, but I thought it was super cute, so I built it. It was kind of log cabin-y. I think I might start an LP in it. I don't know, I'm feeling like a get-together LP or a clubs LP. Well, this was built in the world that I have, like, Sims already living in that I play in sometimes, just like my play world, where I build a lot of houses, and this is on that lot in Windenburg, that, like, weird one that's, like, in the middle on that island. So it's kind of like bougie, but, like, not super bougie. I did do, like, a medium wall height with these large windows, kind of large. I did do, like, a bath thing, too, in another part of the house. But, yeah, we're going back to school. I'm super excited. Like, I am excited, but, like, how many times are we going to go over the same exact things? Anyway, George Garay made his entrance back to the internet. He posted a video basically explaining the whole apology thing. If you don't know who George Garay is, Benji Kroll and them, they're 2 TikTokers, had a huge scandal for, like, grooming a child. Speaking of child groomers, Zoe Laverne is pregnant. In case you didn't know, she groomed also, like, a 13-year-old boy. But she's pregnant now, not by the 13-year-old boy. And they were talking about it on Twitter. I don't know if you guys have Twitter. The fact that she has to justify, like, no, it's not the 13-year-old's child. It's the one that's my age's child. It's just showing how messed up it is. This is a 3-bedroom, kind of 4-bedroom, but I did build, like, a common space. I actually saw this in a TV show I was watching. I think it was called, like, Behind Her Eyes, where their office was kind of, like, next to their living room. Like, their living room kind of sucked, but it had, like, an office connected to it with a sliding glass door. And I was like, I really want to, like, emulate that here. So I kind of went for some different designs in this build that I wouldn't normally do. Just some different, like, features where you walk, like, right into the living room. Which is different than what I normally do. And you can see I'm going to put the black sliding glass, not those ones, I end up doing a different one. A different black sliding glass door in there, and it kind of connects to, like, a bathroom. I didn't do any major walk-in closets in this build. I don't know why, I just didn't feel like it. I do, like, a little bit of closet space, but nothing major. This house ends up looking super good, because I just think the windows, when you do that, look super good. And the kitchen in this house ends up kind of sucking. Like, it's very much, like, realistic kitchen. But I kind of wanted it to be different, but the kitchen space ended up being a little smaller, because the lot was a little bit smaller than I thought it was going to be. So you can see here I end up going with those, I end up having to, like, swatch the kitchen counters and, like, deciding what I'm going to do, because I was like, I have no idea. Like, I really wanted the waterfall, but I didn't want it, but I wanted it. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do it. And I ended up I was going to do, like, a counter space, but then you see how, like, that didn't line up? Like, even though the same, the island living counters are, like, completely different sizes, and they don't, like, waterfall correctly. So I tried to fix it, and then I just end up copying it. I think I end up doing the island anyway. I do think I go for an all-black kitchen, though. So I was going to do that for a second. Because I remember when they originally shipped those counters, and they, like, shipped them as a waterfall counter, and then they ended up not being waterfall at all. Like, they were just, like, they, like, waterfell, but they didn't. Like, it was like the countertop stopped. Like, they didn't even do it right, and then they had to go back and fix it. I thought that was the funniest thing. You can see here I'm, like, doing, like, the sink thing. I was, like, messing around with this for a little bit. I just couldn't get it to work. So I ended up just doing, like, a full-on island, which means I do have to sacrifice, like, the dishwasher that I wanted to be in the island. Which, by the way, is, like, a very common thing to, like, have the dishwasher in the island. But I, like, couldn't get it to work here. So I just have a sink in the island instead. It felt very much family, like family vibes, like not family, but like a home that like you would like have kids in. Even though I do go for like a very minimalist, like cement, like hardcore feel, I do open shelving. I'm too lazy to put stuff on it, so you're gonna have to deal with it being empty. But I ended up putting a range hood in. I went for like this large island, which I thought like in real life that kitchen would be amazing, but not really because there's no real counter space. Well, there's counter space, but there's no real like storage space. Everything would be on those open shelves. Which, by the way, I'm very impartial to open shelving. Like that's the most annoying thing ever. I also saw these islands that had glass. What am I, 80 glass shelving in it? Glass. I don't know what I would say. Glass shelving. I guess I would say glass. Doesn't sound American. Glass shelving in it, and like you could see like the pots and pans, and I'm like, I just find that to be like the most annoying thing, because like my cabinets, I'm not mine, but like our cabinet, like whose cabinets are neat, like whose cabinets are like always ready for show. I end up changing the color tones around a little bit here. I do go for like a wood outside. This house is very ugly, which I was kind of going for. It's super like modern, but like not modern. I did go for like an ugly vibe here. Very weird, like roofy designs. But it looks very pretty from the inside, and that's all that really matters, right? It's very pretty. But I really like the big windows that open up into the, like, right over the pool. Because, like, I imagine in real life, like, the water would, like, reflect up into the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? It seems like a very real house. Gives me very real vibes. The bedrooms end up being really small, which I really hate. Like, really, really hate. But, like, you're gonna deal with it. Okay? When you download this house, it's, oh my god, I forgot what it's called. Oh, Secret Scandinavian. That's the name of this, and I think it comes under, like, 77K. This one I remember to build it with the little thing open so I can, like, see, like, what it's at. So, like, right now it's at 45. White walls, cement floors. I like the cement floors in a house, but, like, I know realistically, like, if you fell down it would hurt. Office ends up being a little smaller than I thought it was, too, but it's because I ran out of space in the lot, literally. I do go for, like, a very much, like, the same, like, theme throughout the whole build. Like, the same, like, I don't know what to call it, the spiky chairs. Like, those chairs, like, that theme. Like, those solid block colors from base game. So I kind of went through, like, that theme. I do end up connecting that bathroom, too. Because right now, if you notice, there's no bathroom, like, connected to the living room. But I thought this idea was, like, super cool that, like, maybe, like, this person, like, works from home. Because, like, like, the freelancer career. So, like, people come to their house and, like, visit their house. I was thinking, like, a psychologist. Kind of like American Horror Story, where, like, the office is, like, in the house. So I imagine this, like, living room is, like, they don't really have kids, but, like, even though I just said this was a family home, I imagine, like, this is, like, a waiting room to, like, go into his office to, like, get talked to. So, like, that's the way I imagine this. Like, it's, like, a work from home office. This person's, like, a freelancer or, like, an at-home work career. Oop, I got a mail. I bet it's about returning back to school. Yes, bus information. I guessed it. I went in with a different carpet. I tried to change up the color scheme. I forget what colors I ended up going with. I built this house actually a really long time ago. It's been like sitting, using up all my disk space. This is actually like before it was edited, like a long time of footage. Like this house took me like a couple hours to build. Like this is sped up 4 times. I don't know why it took me so long, but I think I'm gonna build another one like it. So you can see like the kind of vibe. So like you walk in, sit down, and then have like the office space. This room's like my favorite room in that whole house, except for like the color scheme. I ended up just going for black and white, but right now I'm doing like a whole blue thing. And I ended up doing like a little coffee nook. Very much a Pinterest house. Like out of all the houses that I built, this one has like the interior Pinterest vibes. Like a modern, I saw these like houses on Pinterest and I was just like, I'm obsessed. So like this coffee nook is like, so like, you and your Pinterest family, your very modern Pinterest family, by the way, go and sit down and have a cup of coffee in these corners, in these decorative chairs that nobody ever actually sits in. And that's what these Pinterest like rooms are, and they're like right next to it, and they kind of like look out. So I thought that was like a super fun vibe. I also really love corner windows, like realistically in real life. I think they're the coolest things to have a window on a corner. So I ended up going for a black and white color scheme and put a little color in there. And then that color is going to be matched in those movie hangout stuff. I end up changing the lights around a little bit. Movie hangout stuff, I end up like matching that same tone from the carpet and tie it together in the lighting. of this build, so you can see I kind of go with that blue theme. End up going for that one, that sink, fancy sink. So I'm imagining these people are like going to be like politicians, maybe, or like the richer people. Obviously, odd V. This house ends up being $70,000 for only like a very small house. This is where I start to run into issues, because I'm like, these people need a dishwasher, but like the dishwasher doesn't fit in the other one, so I just kind of like make it work. I think I end up going with that. I forget what I end up going with. Let's see, it's kind of fun. Oh, I end up going with that stove. Maybe I don't. We'll see. I don't remember. So I end up going in, open shelving. I also do like a little bit of shelving design around the another part of the house because it needed like some filler, because white walls are like very bland. Houses like this are like super designer, so I was like, I'm gonna put like a little bit of flavor in here. See, I go in with it. I end up putting some windows above it too. Let me silence my phone. It's super loud for some reason. Anyway, this house is super fun, so I think I'm gonna build more like this. I think I might go for a 2-story one, like a loft. I don't know. I'm just really into this design right now. I built a house like this like a million years ago, like a really, really long time ago. It was called like, I forgot what it was. It was on the same lot too, but it was like way smaller and way different. So this one I did more of like a basic design, super beautiful, super cute, super fun, and super fresh. This kind of is like the master right here with the red bed in it that you can see, because it kind of like matches the office. It's actually going to connect to the office because I noticed I messed up the floor plan and forgot to put the door in. I'm smart, I swear. But yeah, if I was able to redo the house, I would put it on a bigger lot, make it bigger, because it's like a little bit too small. This is where I'm like trying to figure out how I could get a closet in. I'm like, can I do this? Can I do that? I think I end up doing like a half wall. Oop, I just hit my mic. My headset mic. I hope I didn't just mess that up. I had it like at the perfect level. Maybe it's better now. I'm trying to like look at the thing. I hope I don't sound like I'm far away. I'm touching it. Okay, there we go. That should be better. Maybe that's better? Okay. Whatever. You're gonna have to deal with it like that. You can see here I'm putting a mirror in. I do like a half wall, like not walk-in closet, but kind of walk-in closet. I do have really fun with this house though. I kind of like it. Like the red, like I went for the very like solid color theme. Like these people are like very much like, I want red, just red. But again, I was kind of going for like an office vibe. So I was thinking, like you want a red, this and red and black, so it like matches very well. I think I ended up going in with like a cheaper black toilet, yeah. Because you see how like the red matches and the black. It's kind of like fun. This is where I end up getting a little weird, like a little wild, like a rogue. Like a rogue, you could say. I also end up changing this around. So I was like, I want to like have a bath. Because I wanted to have like, not like a clawfoot tub, but like the modern equivalent of a clawfoot tub. So I was like, like I need something that's in here that's bougie, that's fresh, that's fun. So I was like, I'll do that. I don't know if that's going to work. So I was, thinking about that. I was like, I don't know if that would work or not. Double sinks, obviously. Obvi. White double sink. White glowing mirror. I was like, I don't know why I don't like that. So I was like, I need to change this. And I said, I'm going to first off delete that. I was like, maybe I could put like a triangle tub in like this perfect little corner here. And I was like, isn't it weird that it's just like in the, how it's just like in the bedroom? So I end up actually slicing it. I don't know when I end up doing it. Now I'm going to slice it in half, whomp, and lift it up. I do end up changing this more too. I make this a little bit bigger because I was like, this bedroom's a little bit too small. So then I was like, I better like, I was like thinking about it. I was like, I think I can make this work a little bit better, like a little bit better. Like there's got to be a way. There's a will. There's a way. And I was like, there's no way that. Well, I was gonna put a twin bed in and be like, maybe it's like a teen's room. And I was like, why would a teen want a triangle tub in their bedroom? Sean, use your amazing skills. Use your amazing floor planning skills to figure this out. So I'm like looking. I'm like, these platform things are new. I'm not sure if that's gonna work. Like I don't know how the platforms work that well. And then I was like, wait a second. I was like, so I'm going to put a shower in there. So I was like, wait a second. Let me figure this out. So I was like, I left that there. I was like, that's good. I ended up putting the raw shower in. I do this bedroom. This one I do like these big yellow things. I do like a built-in bed space because I imagine like this is an office that they repurposed into a bedroom. For some reason, like a guest bedroom. I was like, that's fun. I like that vibe. I go with that white bed. I put it in there. What colors do I end up going for? Black? Black. Black and white. Classic color scheme. All white all the way around. Do 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 do. Okay. Let's see. Do I fix the bed? There we go. But you see how small these bedrooms are? Like, that bedroom's small. Like, that's supposed to be like another office. But I turned it into a bedroom. Because who wants to live in a 2-bedroom house? Like, what? This is where I noticed that I can make it bigger and the roof will match up just fine. And this is when the house starts to get looking funky. Because, like, it's not shaped right. Like, this little bump out bit. Super cool. Super alifragilistic expialidocious. That's the way I was feeling at this moment. I was like, holy cow. I just did that. I'm a literal genius. I do put a lot of mirrors in this build because I'm, like, not afraid of it lagging. Because, like, what's it gonna do? Like, lag a 1-story house? I know, literally my laptop's probably dying. Like, my MacBook is like, oh. I think I end up putting a different window in there. Oh, I paint the, I do, like, the gray, not black, gray. I do a gray pool. I change the water around to be a chlorine pool instead of salt water. Or is that salt water? I forget what they call it. I just imagine that it's not salt water. Maybe it is salt water. No, they wouldn't have salt water. It'd be chlorine. This is when I notice, like, the windows are being weird in the corner here. So I play around with those a little bit. I'm like, wait, so, like, why aren't they measuring up right? I was like, that's too high and that's too low. So I think I just end up going for too low. You can see I'm like, what? It's like, I never do the levels did that. Like, that's so annoying. Because I never really do split leveling. I could do one of these houses and, like, try split leveling more, but... I know what I should have done. I should have made the kitchen, like, up. Like, up. I'll do that in my next build. So then, like, the kitchen counters are, like, full on, like, only the upper part. I should do that. This is where I get, like, an outdoor space, which is, like, super nice. Super bougie. Kind of went for a European feel. I don't know if this is at all European. I just, like, got the vibe. Like, this is, like, a European house. Like, that's the vibes it gave me. Like, the house spoke to me. And it spoke in a European tongue. And I was like, whoop. I turned this into, like, a day bed, like, a big one. I don't know if that's at all practical in the game, but it's, like, kind of works. It's realistic-ish. It's where I put lights in the pool. Boop, boop, boop. The outdoor lighting in this house is, like, more modern, normal outdoor lights. This house also could be transplanted into Oasis Springs and, like, work fine. You might just want to, like, change the outside to, like, a more modern stone instead of like this. I felt like this is, like, more of a cold climate. I don't know. You see, like, kind of houses like this where I live. Not many, but, like, a few. Definitely more like a mid-century vibe where I live in upstate. At least in upstate New York. More of a mid-century vibe. This is where I move that column around, make sure it's in the right spot. Do the front door a little bit, put a little glass there. Because I do, like, I want them to, like, have good ocean views, you know, obviously, out of the living room there. You'd be able to see the ocean. Or at least I think you can. I think that's ocean views that way. Which is why I hate this lot, because it's, like, backwards. Normally the back of the lot would be the ocean view part, not the front of the lot. Oh, I put in one of those dog clean things, because, like, they're a modern family. Gotta put a trash bin in. Trash bin there. I think I'll put a trash bin in the office, too. Trash bin in the office. Start painting. By painting, I mean painting the stone. I don't know where people walk in this lot, so I just kind of guesstimated where they'd come and exit from. From, like, I never really played on this lot, but, like, from where the dirt things are. And that's, like, the problem with this lot, is, like, when you do it, it doesn't really, I don't think it would fit as well, and, oh, I got a call, and my Mac was at low battery. And then I ended it. Wow. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow all my socials down below. My TikTok, my Instagram, my Twitter. I'll go live on Twitch probably today. Tuesday, February the 23rd. I'm doing the voiceover on the day I'm uploading this. So yeah, I'm doing that. Like and subscribe. That's all I have to really to say. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, just do it. Just do it. I'm sponsored by Nike. Just do it. I'm not sponsored by Nike. I'm joking. Don't come for me, YouTube.